Fhatever Fednesdays, I have to look like a loser in addition to being a loser, so, you know.
Well, you look like a loser playing DBD. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but crippling myself emotionally on the one day I decided would be, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I could play stuff I wanted? You know, it hurts. You know how it is.
Yeah, but well, I was gonna say sometimes you just don't do stuff on Friday, so
Yeah.
playing off stream is fun too. Oh, much more fun, I'd argue. You know how it be.
I'm sorry, I love the fucking opening theme of this game, and I'm just fucking jamming. I used to literally let it, literally set in the main menu just to listen to this part of the song.
I mean, yeah, not much else to do back then.
Fuck you. Listen.
You know I'm right, though.
Listen, I'm old and I live.
Told the truth.
I'm old and I live. I live
You're
this
old.
pain.
I am old. Is there any other old people I should know about?
Cactus and Axel tomorrow.
Oh God.
Actually, Axel in 2 days. He's 30 on Sunday.
Good lord.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, how horrifying.
Schlong is a young Zoomer man. He can stay.
Campers is tiny. Fucking. Mundy and Mr. Smiles are old. Everybody's old.
Being old hurt.
Please look up the manual for details. I just love that video games exist.
Remember when you bought a game, you also got a manual? Remember?
Yes. I have the original manual for this game in my house. Like, I have everything, including the original OG map they sold with the game. Like, from 1986.
Based.
Oh, the funny line! Oh, fuck, it's the funny line. People would never stop referencing that. Haha, no one would think to ever make 30 years worth of memorinos about that, would they?
I was playing Skyward Sword, the best Zelda ever, and there was a line where one of the little plant guys, he's like, it's a secret to everyone, and he disappears, and I'm like, you know what? I appreciate this. Appreciate it. I found a secret one, and he said the funny thing.
Oh God, I love it when they say the funny thing, don't you?
Oh, I love the funny thing, bro.
Bro, funny line.
Ow.
I'm literally playing 1986 Legend of Zelda on stream. Anybody want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
You talking?
No, it's the sound of being healed by a fairy fountain. It's the most annoying sound in the world, but it's also a reference to that movie nobody actually liked.
Here you go, Sword.
You remember that movie that nobody liked, but everyone pretended they liked for a while?
There's a lot of those.
Jim Carrey, I think, he makes that really, really loud noise and goes, oh, most annoying noise in the world.
Okay, all of Jim Carrey's movies? Continue.
Most of the time his movies don't literally say out loud, I'm gonna be really annoying. They pretend that they have heart. Dumb and Dumber, thank you, Jake Rose. Give me your money. But also, hi, Jake.
Oh, fuck you. I like Dumb and Dumber.
See what I mean? Everybody does the pretending they like the movie thing.
Joke's on you, I'm not pretending. There, I sent you some images that are very important, so.
My favorite item in the whole game dropped, so I'm gonna make pee-pee poo-poo. Alright, boys, we got bombs. This is what I came out here for, so I like to early game go get bombs because I don't feel like spending my money because I'm an animal, okay? So what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna I was gonna say I'm gonna speedrun this. No, I'm not. I make the speedrun joke every time I play this game because I know how to play this game. Skyward Sword good.
It is on Switch.
Yeah, they just put out a remake of it.
And it has controller support, and it's good.
Yeah. They realize that nobody likes motion controls, and nobody will ever like motion controls. They didn't actually realize that. They hate you.
Look at how that highlights it. Oh.
I hate it, and I hate you.
No, you don't.
I mean, I do, but, you know.
Oh, well then,
Whatever.
I'll be gone and you can play this game alone.
I
Have
mean,
fun.
I was gonna play this game anyway, so poo-poo.
I don't want to talk to you.
Poo-poos.
You all have a good night. I might be back later. Might get drunk. I don't know.
She might show up and be like, "Why are you still pretending old games were games?"
I mean,
It's gonna
valid
hurt.
question.
It's
Valid
gonna hurt my
question.
feelings. She's gone, guys. Don't worry, we're safe now. No one can take our retro games away now. Especially not a girl. I'm gonna shine a light in Mob's eyes. Smarch. Fuck you. Don't you ever say smarch to me again. Brass monkey! Alright. So I always try to get bombs early for free, so I go to the forest every time. Please, game, no, not like this. Ah! There we go. I always come here, and I pick me up a heart container. As a child, I didn't know if a heart container or the potion was a better idea. Spoiler, it's the heart container. It's always the heart container. Anyone who says different is an animal, and you should put them down. Just anybody. I like that the game, you know what's funny? How it loses frames every once in a while when there's enough enemies on screen. That was just part of the original game. That happened. that was a thing. Like, I thought about that. I was like, is my emulator fucking up? And we're like, no, it's not, actually. It's... I forgot the game did that. Also, bombs for here. This isn't the GBA port? I don't care about anything about the GBA. I care about the NES. There we go. We now have 2 extra hearts. I'm thinking about some of the stuff that made this game as weirdly frustrating as it was for me when I was a youth. You mean you don't want your TV shows on the go? I never had a Game Boy Advance, if we're being completely fair. My most advanced handheld until I got a Switch was a Game Boy Color. Please, Mr. Lionel, please, Mr. Lionel, please. You know, I say this like anybody doesn't know, but like, if you have 2 extra heart containers, you can get the white sword, which does double damage to the original sword. So all I did was double my damage. That's all. That's all I wanted to do. That's literally what this whole little, like, mini quest was about. I'm going to die. Because I'm what you'd call bad at video game. Ooh. Never mind. As a kid, believe it or not, I couldn't tell those were supposed to be rocks. I thought they were meatballs. I literally didn't have any I honestly, I'm surprised I survived being a child. Based on the things that were in my brain. So how is everybody out there doing tonight? Now that I've embarrassed myself with that meatball statement. Stinky, smelly, doo-doo, stinky. Hello, Dalton. Hey, I don't eat spaghetti. I eat chicken tendy. Let's see. You guys, also, is the game loud enough or too quiet, etc.? I want to be sure that everything is, as it should be. Sounds good compared to you, thank you. I mean, I know I don't sound good, Jake, why you gotta remind me? Of my pain! Oh yeah. Look at you. my, like, skip dungeon part. Fuck off, bats! Yeah. Yeah, fucking bats. That's what you get. Mostly me losing health because I'm bad. I haven't played this game in a kind of okay, so as a child, here's the thing. Here's another little tidbit about Sword Bro that makes him an idiot. I don't know if this makes me an idiot. These are baby slimes, right? They just look like chocolate chips. I always thought these were chocolate chips. I was convinced that I literally would call them chocolate chips. Like, I was convinced. I was like, hello, Grismo. Yes, we're face camping Zelda. Yeah, I was just convinced those were chocolate chips, though, as a child. Like, 100% convinced. Daily Whack and Daily Pat, you got it. Just give me a sec. Cupcake, why aren't you co-hosting? I'm being old in chat. Oh wait, Cupcake, you're like 18. You don't remember when video games had to look like this. Technically, neither do I, but I grew up with this. This is the kind of shit I had growing up, spoiler alert. This isn't like me desperately going, yoo, I'm nostalgic for stuff 5, 10 years before I was born. This is literally what I had. Like, I have the golden American release cartridge for this game in my house with my NES. Wow, she's playing The Craft, boys. Pat Fredden telling me he has a good singing voice. Alright, 1 second. Alright, let's start with Daily Pat for Strawberry. Then Daily Whack! That's what Cupcake gets. And now let's pat Fred and remind him that his singing voice is precious and lovable. We love you, and you can sing! I gave him a smooch. The sound will cut out while I clicked on something else. There we go, hello.
Hello.
Hey, Cupcake. This game is old.
I know.
1986 old.
I wasn't born.
Neither was I. We're
This
both.
game is older.
This game is older than anyone here. Oh, I might actually die. Oh dear. Oh, thank God I fixed it. Oh, boomerang, 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 boomerino. As a kid, I used to sometimes throw the boomerang and then try to run away from it to see how long I could stay away from it. I'm older than this game. Oh, boomerang. Oh, Grismo's a boomer. Anyone in chat who's older than this game has to give me $1 for how many years old they are. Well, now I'm just kind of upset. I didn't get a single heal. I didn't get a single health heart out of that. I'm gonna die in the first dungeon.
You're about to feel pain. Also, why is his nose so long?
Oh,
His
you mean?
nose.
Oh, because of the thing with. Oh, I see it. You're right, actually.
He's got a very long nose.
You want to believe? Do you believe me if I told you I've literally never noticed that? Oh. Scared.
You've played this game before, yes?
Yes, many a time.
And yet you've never noticed just how fucking massive.
I've never looked for how big Link's nose is. No. I'm sad that I'm gonna die.
Not looking at the funny details.
I like that I can just stand here and he won't hit me for some reason. Pretty good.
I can't make the game too hard.
Never mind, I win. I forgot I picked up double damage sword already, so I get to just laugh at the enemy. Hee-hoo, let's go! Zeldiokio, yeah. Fuck you first off, his name is Link. It says so in the game guide. It does.
Oh man, that's my favorite character you're playing. That's Zelda, right?
so angry on the inside. Look, okay, I've always been a fan of this game, right? Like, ever since I was a little itty-bitty baby boy, right?
Yeah.
And I have never not received fury from God himself whenever anyone says shit like that. Because I've liked Legend of Zelda as long as I can literally remember. Not he who I got an N64 when I was 12 and haha, I love Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I mean, like, this is the first video game I remember playing as a human on this earth. I have liked Legend of Zelda for a very long time. So whenever someone does the "you, what if Zelda was a girl," I don't think Christianity's God is spiteful enough to do what I want. And let me tell you something, I've read the Old Testament. He's a spiteful fuck. Train to Strawberry. Reason that is not Zelda, that is Link.
Damn, I fucking know that!
Alright, so I bought the blue candle. Here's the problem with the blue candle, and something that I will never grow out of hating.
Mm-hmm.
You only get to use it once per time you are on that screen.
Oh.
So if you use it and you don't burn something correctly, you have to walk out of the room and back into the room to do it again. Which, in a game like this, is not actually that big of a deal, because look at how small the fucking rooms are, but...
Yeah, but it's still time-consuming.
Yes. The red candle lets you just fucking spam it, but you get that in the 7th dungeon out of 9 dungeons.
Oh.
Or is it dungeon 6? No, it's dungeon 7, I'm pretty sure. Whatever. Alright, well this is where this becomes an annoyance, because I never remember where what I'm trying to burn here actually is.
Just start, you know,
Damn
it's controlled.
I always
burn.
it's fun. I could memorize the count from the right or the left, but I don't think it's as fun as if I yell "damn it" every couple of times that I try. Picked up an octopus and shake it? I will. I'm gonna scream. I've completely forgotten which one is what. Well, actually, before anything, let's also burn that. Yes, it is. Thank you, Veg. I just blamed Veg for the thing Desposito said, because Desposito's on thin ice. Desposito is on thin ice. I know I could memorize it. I don't know why I don't.
It's controlled the burn. It's good for the environment.
There it is. I always forget if it's closer to the right or left. I know it's here, and that's what matters to me, you know? That didn't happen.
Question, why is the old man living in a cave in the middle of the bushes?
First off, does it look like there are very many good accommodations in this game so far at all?
I mean,
Tell me, what nice fancy house have you seen that you're wondering why he doesn't live in?
But why does he choose to live in the cave?
Tell me, with all this weird shit out here, would you not live in a cave? When does Link turn red? When you get the red ring, unironically. Yeah, there's 2 rings in this game, and it's a mechanic I haven't seen them. In the few Zelda games I have played that aren't this one, I never saw them recreate. Because they used the changing colors thing with the tunics and whatever for different effects in, like, Ocarina of Time. But, like, having just a ring that reduces damage, I haven't really seen that in a long time.
Because that would make the game too easy.
I mean, we're being fair, yes, and also pooping.
No, shitting.
Shitting.
I mean, listen, Sword, have you seen people speedrun games like this? It's like, they don't need the less damage taken, they're already fucking moving at high speed.
Yeah. See, my thing is, I just can't stand speedruns, and that's the only reason I don't do them. I literally cannot fucking stand speedruns. I literally, like, sometimes I like to stop and get an It's a Secret to Everybody. Like, I enjoy just getting the nice, casual, comfy thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's the main reason why whenever whenever people are like, oh, you should speedrun Spyro if you like it so much, I just want to grab them by the collar and go, no.
I just love that some older games, it's just you bump up against a wall the wrong way, and you just start fucking, your character just goes. Hit a wall the wrong way, do a backflip into a wall, and then you're just sliding.
Shut up, Mario 64. Mario 64 is... The Game Boy Color Zelda games have a ton of rings. Good. I hope they're like... I hope they have so many rings it's like you're playing a Sonic game. That's a joke.
Link, you get hit, and then it's just fucking...
You just explode into rings. I don't know who sent it to me, but someone sent me an image recently, and it was a person looking down at the street, and there were a bunch of tiny rings in it, and they had a frowny face that said, I ran over a hedgehog. I read that I ran over a hedgehog text first, and that's why I got upset when I read it the first time, and then I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that's funny. So, here's something. So, you know how I said there were 9 dungeons?
Yeah.
This bush right here... This is Dungeon 8. It's just a bush.
Huh.
It's just right there. I don't like Dungeon 8, and I'm not going in there right now because I like being alive, believe it or not, the little bit that anyone could ever believe me when I say that. Oh wait, no, that one's out in the other forest, damn.
I do enjoy how it's like, that dungeon would actually get easily found by a lot of people, because it's just like, it looks like a shortcut, like something normal, so people are gonna just go ahead and burn the bush.
Yep.
And then it's just like, oh, secrets.
And then it's like, oh, it's a dungeon, and then you go inside, and to the left, there's the boss of the 3rd dungeon, and it's like, why is he here? And then,
why is that guy there?
And then you realize it's because being happy isn't allowed. There's so this is my one big embarrassment about this video game. It's not the occasional forgetfulness or anything like that, because that happens, you know? Like, you can't remember everything all the time. Do I want to buy the arrows yet? No, I don't. I know where the 2nd dungeon is, but that does not stop me from never knowing where it is. I know exactly where it is. I remember it on the map, I remember how to get there, but every time I try to go there, my brain goes, and I forget where the fuck it is. And I know it's just north of Dungeon 8. But every time I do something else and I fuck it up, and it's just, why are you fucking it up? You don't have to be.
You see, Sword, you know where it is. You just have to remember where it is to know where it is.
That's, unironically, that's the fucking pain. Like, I'm there now. Like I said, I know it's just north of Dungeon 8, but every time I go left a frame, I don't know why, I just do. Every fucking time. Dungeon 2 is actually my favorite dungeon in the whole game. One, because of this ridiculous... Oh, alright, this in Dungeon 9. It's because of the ridiculous blue theme. I just really like it.
It's a very nice color. Oh, snakes.
Alright, so to explain to anyone who has no idea what the fuck 1986 video games are, that stopwatch I picked up that makes me flash like I'm invulnerable just stops every enemy exactly where it's standing. That's all it does. No enemies can move on the screen anymore, and they can't hurt me. It's literally a, you just won this room drop. These snakies, though, you'll notice if I walk into the same row as them, they just go fucking flying. They don't like me. They don't like me, you know? I don't know why they don't like me. I think it's because something about being snakes, and I think that's pretty fucked up, personally. Hot chocolate chips! Hot chocolate chips! Get!
What are those?
What are those? I get it, like classic 2012 meme.
Ah, old memes.
I don't know what year that was, I'm just guessing.
I don't know either.
Those are baby slimes.
so you just killed a bunch of children, I see.
Ah, these nuts! Give me the other boomerang! Oh! That room used to be unironic hell for me as a child, because it has the turrets in the room and whatnot, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you have to deal with me being nostalgic for a year I wasn't even alive.
I know nothing of this game. This is my first time seeing anything on it.
Do you know, I'm sure you can recognize what a dungeon crawler looks like, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you've ever played Binding of Isaac, this is the blueprint for games like that. Because this is what created that existing, more or less, in a home console kind of setting. Actually, the whole story of Nintendo and the NES is probably one of my favorite stories in the history of gaming. So, you know how everybody makes the haha memos about how Atari fucking blew it with the E.T. game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they really did. Like, the video game crash was not a joke. Like, people did not want to buy consoles anymore. It went so bad, okay?
Oh.
Nintendo released the NES. It's called the Nintendo Entertainment System on purpose. Because you weren't supposed to know it was a game console when you were buying it. Like, not at all, but, like, you were supposed to not really know, you know what I mean?
I mean, you just slightly market it different, and then people are gonna look, well, it's not a console.
And people bought it, and literally, there's a reason why Nintendo is worshipped by nostalgia friends, and it's because they've essentially created the childhood of an entire generation, after Atari could have had all that money. Atari, with no irony, could have had all that money. But they were like, dude, you know what would be really cool? If we spent like $5 when we make this fucking E.T. game. And they did.
That was literally the entire budget was just $5.
You know how much coke those people must have been fucking doing? To think to themselves, this is a good idea. Spoiler alert, a lot of coke. A lot of coke.
Why would you even make an E.T. game in the first place?
Because remember, this is the like mid '80s era. E.T. was the biggest movie in the fucking world at that point.
E.T. scared me as a child.
Yeah, me too. Sounds like that Canadian company that makes the hide and seek game. Yeah, I agree. All right, so this is Dodongo. Look at that boy. Look at him. He just does nothing but walk around and make his scream sound effect.
He just looks like a little dinosaur. He's just moving along.
I made him eat a bomb and go boom, and then I did the other thing you can do, which is put a bomb in front of him, and if you can get it to go off right before he walks into the smoke, he'll just get staggered and is insta-killable. I'm sorry I killed him in front of you.
It's just like, oh, he's so cute, and then you just shove a bomb in his mouth, and like, oh.
Yeah, that's if you've never played any Legend of Zelda game, they have not dropped put bomb in Dodongo mouth. That is a very consistent thing.
That is pain.
Legend of Zelda has one insane value in the clinging to fundamental things. Not fundamentalism, I'm sorry. I was like, no, wait, it's not fundamentalist Christian as a video game. I meant... No, Legend of Zelda has always clung to a lot of its fundamentals. And in a lot of ways it really works, and in some ways it really doesn't, you know? Like any franchise. They've actually... They experiment here and there, and it's nice. It's just that sometimes they do stuff like what Skyward Sword did, which is he who motion controls. And spoiler alert, it didn't work then, it doesn't work now. But
motion controls are very weird.
But you know what they did do? is when they re-released Skyward Sword, they're like, you know what, people might want to use a controller. And then they did. Oh my god, I'm 10 rupees away. It's even in Hyrule Warriors. Yes, it is. Also, for being fair, Hyrule Warriors is what we like to call... I'm stealing this joke. It's what we like to call blatant marketing exercise. It's not intended to do anything but sell games. I'm having a hard time not just talking about how much I like this game, just the whole stream.
I mean, I virtually know nothing of Legend of Zelda. I need to watch, like, gameplay of all the games.
Or you can just play them like a human.
I don't have the fucking money for that!
I mean... I don't... I mean... For, see you in Fuda Hell, Snorlax. How's the editing going, Furfum? Video will be done within hours. Oh, video is being done. I called it. Yeah, you called me saying the thing we say to you every single time you're here. You fucking genius. Also, I like the Foresight reference there, or Future Sight reference. Thank you. Alright, we got enough Rubos. We did it. We did it. We did it!
What are you gonna go use with your money now?
Alright, so... You know how I said there were rings that reduce damage?
Yeah.
One of them is available for purchase in a slightly out-of-the-way area. The other one is in Dungeon 9, which, I'm gonna be honest with you, kind of a shit place to go get it, you know?
I would think.
Oh, it's literally at the end of the game. It's just meant to make that dungeon easier, because that dungeon will kick your fucking teeth in. Most of the dungeons are only a couple of rooms, like a good, like, maybe 10, 15 rooms. That one is enough rooms that the actual map is shaped like a skull.
Oh.
Yeah, like, they put work into that one, and it's winding, it's actually difficult for a game of this era, it's surprising. It's surprising how tough that dungeon actually is when if you don't know the exact path to where you're trying to go, you know?
Yeah.
First off, we're gonna go do, you wanna hear the most annoying sound in the world again. It's gonna be great.
Oh.
That sound, when you have, like, 20 hearts or something, is, unironically fucking maddening.
No, I can't hear the sound. I have the stream muted.
It's okay, Furvum. I love you, buddy. I can't believe we even have 10 viewers for this, I'm gonna be honest with you. I genuinely expected no one to show up tonight.
Some people like Zelda.
Yeah, but there's a difference between I like Zelda and I like 1986 Zelda while Swordbro talks about how he was a child once wearing his own diapers and then he would make poo-poo haha doo-doos while playing Legend of Zelda. Also, look at what this store man has to say. Boy, this is really expensive.
That's it. That's the line.
Say the line, Bart.
Just, boy, this is really expensive. You just
boy, you
grab
probably
one.
shouldn't buy this. Like, that's just his line.
You just slowly see Link reaching for the ring.
Get your tablet, it's time. It's time for drawing Nemo.
Oh.
Oh yeah, by the way, we might- Oh, it's the big boys!
Look at them, they're smoothing.
They
Oh.
really are. These
Why
boys-
are they glitching?
Oh, where they start losing, like, frames of color? Yeah.
Just slowly parts of them are disappearing. It's like, what is that?
Welcome to 1986, where
Yeah.
nothing really worked. Video games were virtually invented for the home. Oh no. No! Not my boys! These are my most hated enemy in the entire game. because you can't damage them from the front.
They got a nice shield.
I'm angry. I'm angry. So I'm gonna teach you something about old video games, okay? In old video game timeline, at least this old video game, red enemies are the weaker version of an enemy, and then if an enemy is blue, it is the stronger version of that enemy, okay?
Yeah.
Meaning that these enemies can have a blue version. And they take like twice as much damage to kill. Now consider that awful thing I just said out loud. Now consider that, but then there's a room full of 10 of them.
Oh.
We're not allowed to show that map on stream anymore.
Uh-oh.
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 Oh, bad map.
What were they thinking?
What were they thinking? Well, if we're being fair, 1980, 1950, not that far apart. I mean, they were just honoring their fallen friends.
Oh.
Get it? Because access powers!
Ah.
By the way, so you see these enemies that are just disgusting glowy skulls of Nightmare?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't hurt you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they do something that's so much more annoying I can't even put it into... Well, I can, because I know exactly what it is. You can't use your sword for a few seconds after they hit you.
No.
And, now imagine those are in a room full of actually difficult enemies.
Oh. You look
Yeah.
like you're just getting booped around by a bunch of unfinished textures.
Yeah, the game will actually kick you in the teeth when it's given the opportunity. That's what I like about this Zelda game, because as much as, like, I like the grid-based dungeon crawly, which is sad because I hate Binding of Isaac. Like, I hate Binding of Isaac.
I actually never thought that it looked that good.
It's not
Like,
even that it...
something about
you mean,
it.
like, doesn't look good as a game, or, like, aesthetically? Because the aesthetic is ugly on purpose. Which I can
mean,
forgive. I can forgive a game that wants to be ugly, you know? But
It's a
if
little
you
bit
mean,
of
like...
both.
Huh?
A little bit of both. Like, the aesthetic is, meh, it's alright, I see what they were going for. But it's just like, the game itself, there was something about it that was just like, this would not keep me interested for more than a day.
Spoiler alert, it won't.
Yup.
I actually don't... Also, the developer hates anybody who likes his game. I wish I was being sarcastic. I'm not. Edmund straight up fucking hates people who like his game. Because every time somebody finds something good in it, or something becomes consistent and fun, he has to shit on it and release a broken, non-functional patch of the game. Because he just doesn't like that.
So...
Also, the frame rate in the game literally drops in this room, and that's not, like... That's not my computer, I promise.
The boys are glitching.
Ah! Computer? I think you mean the original NES hardware. I own the game in real life. Like, I have the original golden game cartridge. I can emulate this as much as I fucking want.
Fuck you, I've given you my money already.
Also, I have the family, like, online for Switch, meaning I have this on there. I have this game on my fucking, my 3DS. I have paid more for this game than most people have paid for actual games. First off, don't you ever say Famicom anything at me ever again, because I will shit directly in your dreams. The Famicom is basically the Japanese version of the NES.
No.
They also had the Super Famicom, because, you know... Ah! Seriously, the unfinished texture monsters are the ones that actually make me the maddest in this whole game. This and bunny caps, but you don't know what those are yet, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna eventually have to show you.
Am I going to feel pain?
You're gonna feel upset that somebody created them and went, this was a good idea.
Oh.
See, here's the thing about old video games. They didn't understand what nightmare fuel was. They really
It's
didn't.
designed to looks good.
They really did. Now imagine a fleshy, skinned head of a rabbit bouncing around.
Yeah.
Imagine that, and you can't, and you need like 10 times the amount of sword hits to kill it.
No.
I mean, if you just use arrows, they die in one hit, but that's something, believe it or not, in the 1980s you had to figure out yourself.
It wasn't just told to you with a little screen tutorial?
No. They couldn't put text screens in video games. Because they'd have to drop a boss fight. NES is a magical time. Oh, yes, I did. By the way, so stuff like this, rooms with text, believe it or not, it doesn't matter how many times you go in there, it will play that out every time. Every single time forever.
Oh, that is pain.
It's why I try to avoid those rooms. They were in the studio like, this is the most terrifying thing we made. Drop it, right? No, I actually fucking love the thing is, as a kid, I never understood what the bunny caps were. I literally was in my head. I heard the name bunny cap, and I'm like, oh, it's the head of a rabbit. Because again, human child who was fucking like 3-4 years old playing this game, my brain could not comprehend the concept of it's just a hat that looks like a rabbit or whatever. I don't actually know what the fuck bunny caps were, or if they ever used them in another Legend of Zelda, now that I think about it. I literally don't know if the history of bunny caps is rich and full. Spoiler, I don't think it is.
Return of the bunny cap.
Don't you ever say the return of the bunny cap. I gotta be honest with you, I would love to see bunny caps now in Breath of the Wild 2. Because I think it would be interesting to have what is essentially an annoying-ass like that bounces around that is really weak to arrows. I think that would be nice. You don't know what a like is.
No, I don't.
It's a fat, gelatinous It's basically a sword, bro. Basically a sword.
So you're in a video game?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, so how's everybody out there doing tonight now that we're literally doing nothing but suffer old video games?
This is entertainment.
Huh?
This is the entertainment.
Is it?
Yes.
You have bad taste in entertainment.
I enjoy old video games.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. I believe you. I don't know why I wouldn't believe you. I don't know why you keep assuming I'm some kind of guy who doesn't believe people.
So do you believe me though?
No!
Ah, I knew it.
Oh yeah, I have to go get some more money. Wrong one. We're getting out the blue candle. The candle of sadness.
You're one flame per screen candle.
Yes. So here's something else that's really fun about old video games. They had mono sound, so all sound had one channel, right?
Yeah.
So there are times where you will make a sound in the game, like when you hit an enemy, and a music note on the virtually the same frequency won't play. There are some games where that happens very consistently, where you can essentially make it so the music is only half playing.
Just
like
every now and again a note shows up on the screen.
Right. What's your high score in Mario Brothers, Cupcake? Nobody remembers their high score in Super Mario, don't worry.
I wouldn't be able to tell ya.
Wouldn't it be funny if I just walked into a room and there was just a lake? Haha, wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that be cuckoo crazy? Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? She's never played Nintendo. I know. We'll have to put her down.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I should get my old...
And again, after looking at the map of the third dungeon, I'm not sure you should have played Nintendo. That sort of thing could have an effect on a child. You know,
Also
making a swastika dungeon.
Yeah!
You know, like you do.
Just the casual thing old Nintendo would do. Oh, Nintendo, you silly, silly company.
You silly sausages.
Also, Dark Souls, you pain me.
Is Dark Soul trying to bully you again?
I don't want you to, but look in the chat.
Oh! The train has come to a stop in Strawberry's face!
Ah!
Alright, we gotta hold it here. Well, I think it might be the work of that sea witch.
No. Strawberry's gonna be smushed.
Alright, there we go. The ride is back on.
That man's guarding the door.
I don't even need to go in there. Ah, they all did it to themselves. Wee. Squish Strawberry, but she likes it.
No.
Veg, you're gonna notice I didn't do anything different. It's because Strawberry is what you'd call a squish slut. I actually heard you inhale. Like you're just trying to deal with the words I said. It's like... Just like, one more day. Just one more day. I'll kill him eventually. But for right now...
I have to be his friend for now. One day I'll figure out where. I love whenever the enemies just have little fadey textures. They just keep blinking in and out of existence.
Look, it was 1986, okay?
I know, I enjoy it, it's great.
It was 1986. Oh, so here's something fun. I don't know if it was a programming limitation or if they actually thought this was a good idea. I'm gonna hope it was a programming limitation because it wasn't a good idea. You know how I just bought the arrows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't just get, like, infinite use arrows, right? And that's fine. It could be limited use. That's whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you use an arrow, it consumes one of your rupees.
Oh, turning money into ammo.
Yeah.
It's like the shitty golden Gatling gun.
Yes.
Fucking Risk of Rain.
Yes. I need 12 heart containers so I can get the next upgrade sword-wise. The final sword of the game. And I have 10. So, I have to either find 2 more heart containers, of which there is actually only 1 left. Or, I can go complete dungeons. You know, like the video game with progression. Like a human might make it.
We don't do that here.
Not in Nintendo, we make swastika dungeons. That's my favorite thing to rag on about Nintendo, is just something that no one actually cares about because it doesn't matter. So I could go to the 4th dungeon. Or I could go on a... Wait, no, wait. I walked past where I was actually trying to go. Oh. Oh no. I have to walk back 2 whole screens. Oh,
No.
Strawberry gets squished.
No.
Squoosh.
No.
I can squish her again.
Oh.
Alright, let me buy this.
Boy, this is really expensive.
Which is funny considering this is one of the cheapest shops in the game. The really expensive part, though, is the meat. That meat right there.
Yeah.
Get this. There is 1 spot in the whole game where that meat is useful, and you have no idea that that's what it's for until you're there. There is a character in the 7th dungeon blocking a room, and all he says is grumble, grumble, and I always thought that was his name. He's hungry.
Well, it's his name now. From now on, he will.
I mean, if you look
Grumble,
up Grumble Grumble, you'll probably unironically find him. Also, now we're in the poo-poo dungeon.
Oh, the shitting dungeon.
I actually really hate this dungeon's aesthetic. I'm sure you can tell why from the color scheme. Like, I think it looks nice as a color, it's just it doesn't go well with any of the fucking sprites.
Yeah.
Like, the
Nice color, bad texture.
The blue does not go with this. They didn't have enough color. Oh, my least favorite enemies in the game. Guys who turn into bats.
They got little smiley faces.
Yeah, they're in a good mood. I'm not. Oh, spooky room mechanics.
Oh, the screen is dark.
Can't call it that. Fuck Cupcake.
There is no light. Oh, it's light again.
That's what the flames are for. There we go.
Like, you shoot out a fireball and the entire room just burst into a thing of light.
Right.
That's my favorite mechanic in video games.
When all you did was produce light and the whole room just lights up like a professional company did it.
Yeah, and that's I think that's one of my favorite things about Aoni. That fucking weird old game. With the
Oh yeah,
purple
where
fish.
you light the tiny candle in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the entire room just fucking. The
It
entire
literally
room
makes a
just
noise
goes
for it and everything. It's
there.
great.
Yeah. I remember the first time watching that game and I was like, if that was a real thing, I would literally only reuse fucking candles. We
Right.
don't need an electric bill when we can just do that.
Yeah, but we don't live in magical. God damn it! Look at how many rooms are dark in this dungeon.
Don't worry, you got fireballs that instantly just blow the fucking room up.
Also, the slimes have changed color.
Oh, they're spooky slimes.
Look at these spooky slimes, boys.
They're scary, scary.
Where's my drawings of spooky slimes?
Ah!
And Gardevoirs with tits.
Oh! Whoa. Wait a minute, you might need a commission for that one. I need to get better with my drawing tablet.
I
It's
don't
so
like that you
risky.
said that as I said Gardevoirs with tits. I don't like that.
Yeah, you know, you're giving me ideas. Things I could start drawing for practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? I'm not gonna. My mom
I
wants
believe
me,
you.
I'm just-
I believe you. It was 100% now. All right, here we go. We're moving into a room I really, really don't like. Can you guess what I don't like about it?
You got, first of all, TV static, unknown sprites, and then what are the fucking boys?
Yeah, those are likes. So the thing with likes is one, they take a lot of damage to kill, right?
Yeah.
And two, if they attack you, they attach to you. And you know how I just
Cool.
bought a bigger shield?
Yeah.
They just take that away. It's just gone.
Like they've just gone.
Yeah, it's just
forever.
gone.
So just.
I would have to go
don't
buy
get
it
touched
again.
by them. Just don't get touched by them, and you're good.
Yes. But you're generally a melee character. You see where this is you see what's happening here?
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Now imagine that in a room with the fucking with the unfinished texture, boys.
Yeah, that'd probably be a lot of pain.
Yeah, well, I'm used to pain.
Uh,
Sword_pain on Twitch.pain. So that ladder I just got, by the way, is what allows me to cross these, like, I'm gonna guess it's water. Look.
It's not water. It's literally just a blue fucking flooring.
Hot chocolate chips. Hot chocolate chips. Okay, chocolate chips are dead. Sorry, chocolate chips make Sword Bro uncomfortable because he'd make rap.
Aw.
I love this game just an unreal amount.
I like the sprites. They're little boys.
I don't like
They
that you
just
just said
do
you like
something.
little boys. I don't like that that was your go-to.
They're just
Work
they're just
on
little
that.
boys.
They're
They're the boys.
They're the boys. All right, I
The
can work
boys.
with the boys. You should work on not saying I like little boys. You know. Just
No,
make
I was going somewhere and then I forgot where I was
yeah,
going.
to jail. I know. Where you belong. Can everybody please remind Cupcake that she's going to jail?
Oh God.
I mean, you're the one committing crimes.
Listen, I lost my train of thought.
Also, I don't know what you want to make of this particular dungeon shape, but it's a whole thing.
It just looks like one of the little snake boys, but it got a dick.
I just said fucking to half of the dungeon. by the way, this is why I hate these enemies. Only because they explode into bats, you know?
Do you have a problem with bats?
So here's something I should tell you. If you hit them for enough damage, they won't explode into bats, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a sword that can do that yet, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing is, haha, poo-poo stinky do, but that's actually the same thing with the slimes, believe it or not. They also, if you don't deal enough damage, they explode into chocolate chips and don't drop items.
No.
But because I have the white sword, they do.
So it's basically just bigger sword and mean enemies won't turn into smaller enemies.
Yes. I feel like such an obnoxious fuck that I'm just sitting here going, I'm having really a lot of fun right now. I hope you guys out there can appreciate I'm just having a really good time right now. That is unironically happening. Like, I'm having a fantastic time.
I'm enjoying the content.
This is what I literally do in my downtime, is just play old video games and remember when I was a child and go, ew, wasn't it nice when I could smile about stuff? Oh, God.
Now you talk about shitting and play a video game that you hate.
There was supposed to be more to life, you know that, right?
There
Look,
is only shitting.
Look, you're 18.
Mhm.
You're not a child anymore. I'm just gonna tell you, there isn't more.
This is it. This is the peak of my life.
This is the peak of mine. Sorry, Cupcake, you can't be based. You said that you didn't like the swastika level. I still think it's funny that that's in the game, you know?
Just what were you thinking?
I get why it's there in terms of just, it doesn't matter to them. It's just a symbol.
Yeah.
But what the fuck? This was on the game console they had to sell to Americans. This is a first-party game, too. They did this on purpose.
They just saw it, were like, yeah, that'll be cool. No one will realize.
Except a fat guy named Swordbro 30, 40 years later.
The secret is out, Sword. They're coming for you now.
Here's something fucked up.
Yeah.
This game has a New Game Plus section. In 1986, that happened.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a second journey option where the whole game is harder and stuff is in different places. It's very weird. It's very weird.
You buy the game again just to play it harder. So it's just like nothing has changed except the game is harder. You have to pay real money for that.
Luckily, we never had that happen. Alright, so now I've got the step ladder, and I just grabbed enough hearts to where I can get the final sword, right?
Yeah.
Now it's just a matter of doing that.
Nah, good luck.
It's gonna be a minor hassle. It's more a matter of getting where I have to go than it is anything else.
Yeah.
Which is more about walking than it is actually being challenged, because I have the half damage ring and I have like 12 hearts. I'm gonna be fine. But that doesn't mean I don't poo-poo haha stinky do, you know?
That is true. But the
So-
question is, are you shitting?
Yes. So this is, this right here, this mountain, this is where the next dungeon is. We're actually skipping that right now, because we've got a better sword to get before we go into Dungeon 5, because I'm an animal who likes to metagame.
Yeah,
Carl!
you
Carl, those are human hands, Carl. You can't eat those, Carl.
Oh god.
See, I'm making the reference.
The llamas.
It's not even, I don't think it's
alpaca?
sequence breaking. I mean, you really don't ever have to get the other sword. You just don't. No one's gonna make you. Wait. I just realized something. He. I didn't open that earlier. Hey man, you got legs? No. Thanks for reminding me. I know where literally everything in this game is if you gave me enough time to remember it and enough and like the game to fiddle with. I'll remember where everything is. Because I've been playing this game, like I said, since I was a very, very small youth. So for everyone who doesn't know, this is what Lionel's used to look like. It's actually hard to tell at first. Did you know, as a child, I actually thought that the little sword in his arm, like, can you tell what's going on with his sprite, really?
He looks like, he's just like he's trying to get a hug.
Like, look at that little white dot, that's his eye, and he has the ear going up and behind. I always thought they had, like, a weird horse head with the sword was like a giant tooth or its mouth. It's not even a joke, that's just how I looked at it. And my brain went, you.
They just have one giant buck tooth, that is it.
I really don't know how to describe how they used to look, and I wish I was an artist so I could depict it, but I'm not, and there's no way to transfer that exact thought into someone else's mind so that they can do it for me. Like, no one will ever be able to create what I thought I saw, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck off! Yeah! Fairies provide a lot of healing. So I will often throw away health to get them. Makes perfect sense.
Oh, of course. It's like, if you get the fairy, at least you're gonna get it back.
So here we go. This is one of my favorite spots in the whole video game. Look at this ghost.
He looks so startled.
Alright, I hit him 3 times. I want to keep him locked in place. Because here's what happens. If you touch the gravestones, other ghosts come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the problem. These other ghosts, they don't, they're not injurable. You can't kill them unless you kill the original ghost. So if you spawn one after the OG ghost is dead, you can't kill them. You have to just walk off screen.
No.
And there we go, magical sword. This does 4 times damage of the original sword, so it's doing double the damage of the sword I was just using. It's the ultimate weapon of Legend of Zelda 1. Yep, that's 3 shots, okay, just being sure. I'm actually very, very happy to be fucking playing this on stream. I've done this on stream before, like, don't let me sound like I've never been allowed to do this on my channel. It's just that every time I do it, it feels like a special thing to me.
Yeah.
Dungeon 5 or Dungeon 6 first? Dungeon 6 time!
Aww.
Dungeon 6 is right here, that's the reason I want to go in there. Also, look at it! Look at the mouth of this nightmare. They made it a 3-frame wide entrance for some reason.
Gotta make sure everyone can fit in there.
Alright. My favorite enemies in the whole game are in this dungeon. The Wizrobe.
Yeah?
Look at him!
Oh! I love that their sprites just like rapidly bounce up and down.
Yes. Welcome to Wizrobe Town.
So it's basically just a lot of... Are they just like duplicates? You just gotta keep stabbing at them?
Basically they'll spawn around you, all aimed at you, you stab them, but they have there's one benefit to it. If you kill the right one, all the ones in the room die.
No.
It's just kind of a gamble, I think, on which one it is.
Or
they all spawn in the same spot like that one just did.
It's an easy game.
Yeah. That's what we in the business call GG easy.
The ease clap.
Ah, easy. Hey, how you feel? Oh!
This is a room of pain, isn't it?
Yeah, also, you see what's in here.
Mm-hmm.
The man.
It's the man.
So blue Wizrobes are way scarier than the orange ones. 1, because they take more hits to kill, obviously. But 2, because they just walk around, and if they get into a row with you, they just start fucking firing.
They just start causing pain and suffering.
Yeah.
And then you got the little unfinished textured there. The boy.
He did not make this easier. I'm gonna die. I think Dungeon 6 was a mistake, actually. So, you remember I bought that red thing earlier?
Yeah.
Potion!
Good thing you went to the grandma and she gave you your medicine.
Ah, grandma. So red potions can be used twice. They become blue after the first use. Blues are only one use. Oh, good thing I did that, considering I just walked into a room with the boss from Dungeon 4. By the way, no drop or anything. He's just there.
He's existing. At least he only lost half a heart.
Note how embarrassing that is for him when I just came out of a room of little wizards who almost killed me.
You know, old boss, not a problem.
Little
wizards
wizard?
just exist. Yeah, that's a big fucking problem.
Yeah, little wizards are a problem. Actually, Dungeon 6 has my favorite treasure in the whole game as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you the power of the Wizrobe.
Cool.
Found it! Oh! My favorite treasure in the whole game.
It is time to be the wizard.
It's just a nice sound. Here's the sad part. Wizrobes are immune to it.
No.
I know.
Can't use the power of the wizrobe to defeat the wizrobe.
I mean, I get it. It just makes me sad.
It logically makes sense. From a gameplay standpoint, no.
Ooh, very nice. Actually, really lucked out there. But yeah, I love the wizard staff so fucking much. It's
Yeah.
For a second, I thought those were gonna be blue wizrobes, and I almost fucking screamed when the door closed behind me. But we're good.
Just pets.
Also, note that they didn't turn into bats. I have enough damage now that they won't. Oh, I don't want to be in this room!
Come on, sorta looks like a fun time. They're just having a party.
Get out of here, wizrobe sympathizer. No. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. It could be so much worse right now. We're okay.
You doing alright there, Sword?
No. Ah! Okay. Okay. Oh. There's two treasures in, or not two treasures. There's I think that's actually critical path, but the point is it's still a nightmare.
Yeah.
You should be sad now, but you'll be back in that room later, so it's fine. So this boss in this dungeon, I was given one tip in the dungeon called, aim for the eyes of Goma. Which, if we're being fair, kind of basically tells you exactly what to do, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's gonna be easy.
Easier said than done.
I mean, it could be. Who knows? What if it's super easy? You don't know.
Nah, it's gonna be a pain in your ass, isn't it?
I don't know. Do you think it will be?
I don't know. I've never played a Zelda game, but from what I can tell, it might be a problem.
Well, let's find out. 1 second.
He is a crab.
Yeah!
That's it?
Pain in my ass!
That's it.
That's Goma!
You shot a crab with an oversized eye. That's it.
Yeah! Goma.
God.
Pain in my ass.
Well, but as one would like to say,
Opa.
he's collab.
Ah, that's for the sippy. Let me hug the wizard. I don't have opinions on spirit skins because I don't play spirit. Is it Coomer shit? I literally don't know.
Not really. Like, she's at least wearing a full outfit. I
Oh,
don't like
good.
the eyes on it. I don't like the eyes on it. It's just like they're too wide for me. It makes me
Okay.
feel uncomfortable. Like she's staring.
That
into
makes
your
me
soul.
uncomfortable that you said that.
She's staring into your soul, sword.
It's a water waifu, I see. Gills, not kills. Oh my god. Yeah, so here's another thing. So, underneath one of these statues earlier, I picked up a bracelet. And for most, that didn't do anything. But to me, that makes a huge difference. Because I can do this.
No.
Now I have what amounts to fast travel.
Oh.
The equivalent of
anywhere.
only 3 places.
You can go anywhere.
Technically 4, I think. But point being, from anywhere I can go 3 other places. And it's nice. It's nice to be able to get around, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, where I'm at is not where I want to be anyway, so let's go to a different one and pray the fuck. I never memorize which one takes me where, so it's just usually a gamble. Hey, I got where I wanted to be. Look at that.
I mean, they don't tell you where these places are gonna be bringing you, so no matter what, it's a gamble.
Alright, so this screen right here,
Yeah.
this actually repeats the same screen 5 times. But it's not considered a different spot on the map if you look.
I mean, that's just easy coding.
Yeah, it just rinse repeat. This is Dungeon 5.
Oh.
Welcome to the eye rape dungeon.
Oh. This is a good color.
This is a little too oh, there they are!
They're just bunny heads.
Aren't they a little disturbing?
Just a
Wait
tad
till you see
bit.
them dancing on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, they're a little, when they're not jumping and they're actually moving left to right, wait till then. Mummies! These are one of my favorite enemies in the whole game. Because they're just tough dudes, that's it. There's nothing special about them. Aha, magic. Aha, magic. Aha, magic. Bullet, 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 bullet.
They look like they're dancing.
Yes, they do. Okay, so here's the thing with Dungeon 5. There's a specialized item in it that you have to use to beat the boss, and it's this way, and I really, really don't want to go this way.
Is there pain over here?
Well, first off, you see how many mummies there are?
Yeah, they're doing the monster mash.
They do the mash. They do the monster mash.
Was it a graveyard smash?
No.
Oh!
Because they're...
It's the boys.
And they're the
bad.
blue ones, which... Let me tell you something. How much trouble I've ever had in this room, I literally can't describe it. Like, this is one of the hardest rooms in the game for me when I was a child, because I just couldn't do it, you know? Now, as you can tell, I'm not having trouble basically at all.
Games get easier when you...
I was gonna say,
know
yeah,
how to
when you have
fucking
30
function.
years worth of experience, the game gets a little fucking easier. Now, not to say I can never die or ever fuck up. I do, and I have. It's just that, you know...
This is something that now isn't as much of a problem.
Exactly. The big thing for me is it's not as big of a deal as it used to be.
Like, it could be worse, but now it's just, you know what to do with it.
Yeah, now it's just... The other thing is that I also know to stay at a distance and fucking, you know, wait and shit like that. Oh, please don't. Oh, please.
Also, hello, Mundy.
Hello, what?
Mundy.
Mundy! I'm being nostalgia, Mundy!
Is...
Mundy?
What?
Mundy! Oh, my dog is dead! Also, take a look. We've got another of this room! You see why I didn't like this room growing up?
Yeah.
Because it was locked shut with a belt.
Sorry, what? Did you say to me, Mundy?
It was locked up with a belt.
Now I wish my dog was dead.
Belt?
No. Oh, I fucked up.
You're playing the Zelda.
Wow, you are super far away from your microphone, aren't you?
Oh, someone fucked with the thing. I guess it was me, maybe.
Like, you can tell, right, Cupcake, that he's fucking miles away?
At first, I saw the mic go up green a little bit, and I was like, oh, is he there?
Okay.
You're good.
Okay, cool.
Also, I'll quickly be right back. I want to go get some chips.
Oh, but you're not gonna look at me play the flute?
No, I'll watch you play the flute, and then I'll go get chips.
Alright, well, what I got out of this dungeon is a flute. There you go. Now you can...
Is that all?
Do you want to hear me play it?
Yes.
Then you can listen to the game.
Ooh. A little spooky noise.
Also, Ocarina is from Ocarina of Time, I believe. Or
No,
I think
I
they
don't
might
think
have
he
done
would-
that in Link to the Past. I really don't remember.
Sword, I don't think he
No.
would use an ocarina in a game called Ocarina of Time. That's just too obvious.
It's true, it is a little obvious.
Not only that, but it's Zelda. It's not Link that uses it.
First off, I'm gonna start making scream noises.
Listen,
go
I'm
get
not
my
the one
chips.
who said that. Aggro was the one who said that.
Excuse me, Aggro Craig.
Yeah, he said,
Oh,
"I thought
oh, I'm
Zelda
gonna
used an
fucking
ocarina."
screech.
You let that go.
I didn't hear. I didn't. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. Also, I can't say the name of this boss out loud, but I really like the name of this boss
Why can't you say it out loud?
because it could be very easily clipped and misinterpreted.
And he hates a certain kind of sound.
He hates the sound of farting. Oh, hello, Dead Predator. Welcome to Sword Bro Plays a Retro Game for no Oh, Dodongo!
Were they really just dinosaurs back then?
They really weren't much more than dinosaurs after that, if we're being fair. They had a more monstrous design, but let's be fair, they're virtually just dinosaurs.
Alright.
But yes, they were literally just an ugly Triceratops back then.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know why you're asking, were they? You're literally looking at the game from 1986.
I mean, I never fucking played this far, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm very good at this one, I say as I walk into an enemy.
Look at him go. Ah, you've got the white tunic, I assume that's like a powered up.
Basically, when you buy the blue ring, you get the white tunic, means you take half damage from then on out, okay?
Yep.
You get the red tunic when you get the red ring, and that makes you take only a quarter of original damage. Now consider how
Okay.
bad I've been doing. If you were watching before this, when I was in Dungeon 6, where I was getting my shit reamed, that was well taking only half damage.
Nice.
I am back.
Hello, and welcome. Look at the dungeon where it goes. Rah!
Cool.
The dungeon map looks like it's going blah. It's a snake head. It's going blah.
He does look a little upset.
Yeah, but E.T. was for the Atari 2600, not for the NES. The NES is what revitalized video games after that debacle.
It's technically not a console.
It's not a console because we said it's not.
Haha, facts. Oh look, it's Iron Knuckles, I guess.
I don't actually know what those are, if I'm being completely honest with you, in terms of related to Legend of Zelda as a whole. Because some
They are the
things
boys.
it's look at the bunny cap going left to right. Just look at him jamming.
No.
When they're just moving on the ground, they're fucking creepy, dude.
It's just moving along. God, I love those mummies. They doing a little dance.
It makes me feel bad I have to kill them, you know?
It does.
So here's the thing, an arrow will insta-kill bunny caps every time. That's their weakness. You just shoot them with an arrow, they instantly die.
Weren't they the things that you had to like scream into the old Famicom controllers?
I think that I think maybe. I never had a Famicom because I lived in America, you see. That was the Japanese console. You see, I didn't have one of those because I was an American.
This man calls himself a real otaku, everyone.
When have I ever said that word? Ever?
You said it to me last week. You said, Monday.
Oh,
I'm a
you're
real
doing the thing
otaku.
I do where I
like
make up
anime.
lies about
like-
you.
You know, like a liar.
Yeah, like a liar.
It said to me, I am such an otaku that I love anime girl penis.
I don't think that's an otaku thing. I think that's a sword bro thing. I don't think that's an otaku thing.
I think that's a...
Oh, dude, you know what's really funny? Hey, Mundy, could you draw me a picture, pretty please? I need you to draw the Dodongos, but as a Mogus. I want Dodongus.
How would I even do that?
I don't know. Also, I can't wait to show Cupcake. So Cupcake's 18, right? She's
Yeah.
10 years younger than you and me. Meaning she doesn't know anything about any of this nightmare.
Oh, that's scary.
Look at this boss. Look at this boy.
Hang on, it's coming up.
Look at this boy, Cupcake.
He's just a Cyclops. He's a happy Cyclops.
Now what you do is you play the flute for him and he gets really angry and small.
Oh.
And then you stab him until he die. Oh yeah, also there's a room right beneath the boss room for no reason that just has a bunch of mummies in it.
They're practicing. They're doing the monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
That's wonderful.
Same notes, I believe, Dead Predator, but it sounds different because there's actually more sounds by Super
so
Mario
that-
3.
Sort of. I think it was just like a little reference to Zelda because...
It was, but it's also, I mean, it's the same fucking sprite too. It's just,
Yeah, it is, yeah.
what I mean is that when I say there's more sounds, I mean that it sounded different because they gave it like the echo effect and everything because they could actually do stuff.
Yeah. It also didn't have like the warbling effect that it does in Zelda. It was like more clean.
Yeah, that's true too. But if we're being fair, some random child playing a flute, probably not the best at playing the flute.
Probably.
So we've cleared 6 out of 9 dungeons already, and I've only been at this for an hour and a half.
Wonderful.
I have to fill 4 hours, meaning that I have to do something else if I even choose to beat this today. I might just not.
Good.
I might go do something else on stream.
You could do a tier list of your favorite Zelda games.
80% of them go in F for I didn't play this. Dead by Daylight? No! I'd like to play games I want to play, Lycanthrope. Thank you. I hate Dead by Daylight. I'd prefer to do just about anything else.
You could make your Friday all about it.
Yeah, I can make my Friday. Just play more fucking Dead by Daylight. Moth actually showed up and asked me if I wanted to do Survivor, and I'm like, no. No, I don't. As much fun as that is, and we do have fun when we're Survivor, you know that. It's just, as fun as that is, no.
It is a game you've had to look at all week.
I would like a minute. I'd like a minute to live, that's all. Oh, I had to go buy some meat.
Oh. Are you buying meat for Grumble Grumble?
I am.
Hello, dead predator.
I like this guy better. He's like, buy something, will ya? See, he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I gotta make a fucking sale, dude.
You know, I would buy something from that man.
I would too. Any man who will say, any man who will belligerently yell at you to buy his product probably has a pretty good product.
Most likely.
All right, do you remember that lake I found earlier? Or that pond?
Yeah.
So, I can, if I want to, I can play the Flutums.
Whoa.
Oh, and a fairy appears, doesn't it?
Nope. Actually, it drains the pond and you go into level 7.
Oh.
The even more eye rape dungeon. Look, the NES had a very specific color palette limitation, and I can accept that even if I don't like it.
I like how this entire game is you just trying to create a shape.
Yeah.
This entire game is you just trying to make a triangle, that's it. That's the
Look,
game.
man, they took all the pieces to build... I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot that Dungeon 7 is where everything feels really phoned in. Because the blue boomerang dudes are back. You remember from Dungeon 2?
They're back, but now stronger.
No, they're still the blue boomerang dudes. They're exactly the same strength as they were before.
But why? You can just believe they're stronger, Sword.
I could.
Just make them feel important for a minute, alright? They just want to feel
Oh,
important.
hey, look, I walked into Dungeon 7, and the first thing I find is the boss of Dungeon 5.
Wonderful.
Killing the boss of Dungeon 5 for bombs. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Hey, look, skeletons from Dungeon 1. Dungeon 7's kind of got identity problems to me.
Look at these guys. Oh, the skeletons.
What I was gonna say is, my big thing with Dungeon 7 is that, like I said, Dungeon 7 has an identity crisis because Dungeon 7 doesn't really have anything unique to it.
Nah.
When you pick up the bomb, it's the same throw sound in SMB2. That's pretty nice. I like that they used a lot of the same stuff. I think it's cute that they basically reference themselves repeatedly.
Yeah. I mean, that's just what they did.
I know you've been here, Axel, but I still love you. I still love you, Axel. I love you. And your continued support that allows me to just play this game instead of do things like Dead by Daylight on my Friday nights anymore. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the dungeon where they sell you the bomb bag upgrade. But I never bother buying it, because 90% of the time I'd rather just walk out and buy more bombs or find more bombs.
Death Predator, you can go away with that.
What did he say?
He said Zelda 2 would be fun.
I mean, aside from all of the parts that make it not fun, yeah.
Sword, don't do it to him. The boys.
Are these the dongers bigger, or were they always as big?
They were always as big.
Okay. I don't know why am I.
I love when you play games that you enjoy. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that your continued support makes this humanly possible, and it makes being on stream way less unbearable when I get to do stuff like hooping, but I'm playing a game from the 1980s. Look, it's the snakes from Dungeon 2. You know what I mean? Like, it's... Like I said, this place has an identity crisis because it doesn't know what it wants to be.
It's a trip down memory lane.
That's literally all it can be. That's the biggest problem, you know? And I like this dungeon, don't get me wrong. I like every dungeon in this game. Every single one of them. Is it the boy? No, it's... Also, by the way, the guy doesn't go, I'll give you more bombs. He goes, I bet you'd like to have more bombs. That man knows a
for
sales.
one.
That man knows a fucking sales pitch.
He sure does.
Dungeon 7 should have been Dungeon 9. No, Dungeon 9 is perfect for being Dungeon 9. Dungeon 9 is a fucking nightmare zone. I still die in Dungeon 9 as an adult. Like, it's a hard fucking dungeon. But, like, what I mean about this dungeon is it doesn't, like, you know how every dungeon so far is, like, introduced an enemy?
Yeah, this one is just all
This-
the enemies you faced already.
Yeah, like, this dungeon seems to only have enemies you've faced already. Honestly, you'll see what I mean soon. There's a particular room where it's as blatant as it can humanly be, you know?
Yeah.
I will give some credit. The blue boomerang dudes have some of the most fucking health in the game, considering they can survive 2 hits from the fuck you 4 times damage sword. There he is! There he is! Oh!
Grumble, grumble.
I literally didn't know what to do for so long. I didn't know. Like, Bundy, if you saw this in a game and didn't know what to do, what the fuck would your first thought be?
I don't think that I'd have to feed him something.
Fuck you.
What? What are you meant to do?
You feed him something. You give him the meat I bought, and then he just goes away.
Oh, okay, you literally give him something to eat. Okay. I'm sorry, I used critical thinking and figured it out in like 2 seconds.
I have to
But it
remember
took
that
me,
you're
like-
30 and you're being asked a question that was confounding to me as a 4-year-old. Like, wow, I had trouble with that when I was 4. How could I have ever recovered? Also, do you like the map of this one, Cupcake?
I do.
Look at that man.
He's screaming.
He screamed for death.
It looks like a laughing lizard that the last dungeon was upset about.
Right. I literally have done nothing but gush about this game since I started playing it tonight.
It's nice. It's good.
It's hard to not be excited about something I care about this much. Oh, frame rate! Again, that's... If you had too many enemies on screen, that happened in the old console. You just get a fucked up frame rate. That happens. That's
Yeah,
just
you
old
used to
video
get that-
games.
Used to get that on Super Nintendo as well.
Let's see. So I just got a thing. It was a calculator. The fastest someone can do a solo gen with no perks, but with a commodious. The extra 12-second add-on is 45 seconds. I mean, yeah. They don't care about that, though. You know that, right? Like, because in Behavior's mind, that doesn't happen every game, so it doesn't matter. It's basically where they're at. Is, does it happen every game? No, we don't care. Even if it did, they wouldn't give a shit.
I have to remember a while ago where, like, all week people were just using keys.
No, remember like a week ago when I pooped myself?
Oh, shitting.
Cupcake, it begins!
The candle.
Also, hello, Chubby Wubby. I finally got the candle that lets me do this.
Oh,
Oh, does it give you like a fireball thing?
infinite fireball.
Basically, Mundy, the blue candle, you could only use fire once per screen.
Alright.
You had to unironically, like, walk off screen and walk back on. like
yeah.
to use it more than once in an area. So it was a thing, you know?
Right.
But as is, oh, bombs. Sometimes I wonder what I'm supposed to take away from some of these rooms.
They exist.
Yeah, yeah, they do. Also, hello, Owie Cat. How are you? Oh my God, go away! This is the third time the 5th dungeon boss is in here.
I do love that you just play your little song and he gets mad.
Note that this one got madder than the others.
He especially hated your song.
Yeah, he split into 3. He was ready to punish me for my sins. Oh, it's Dodongo hours.
No, don't feed him the bombs.
Oh, I'm not. I'm walking away from them. I don't need them.
Well, good.
No! No!
What the fuck what is that little grabby hand? What the?
Oh, it's a wall monster, I think.
Yes. No, 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 no!
So they like drag you off screen?
Yes, they drag you back to the beginning of the dungeon.
Ah. Oh god, why is there 3 of them?
Oh, they spawn a lot of them. It's just, there we go, they're dead.
They were terrifying. And
The problem with this is, as Cupcake knows, it's the unfinished texture monster. The unfinished texture monster is the actual nightmare. Also, hello, Miss Peachy Keen. You like video games that are good? I love you. Why aren't we married yet? Cupcake keeps rejecting my proposals, even when I threaten Strawberry. Speaking of, Cupcake.
Don't.
Cupcake. She's gonna get it, Cupcake.
No.
You chose this, Cupcake.
I didn't choose anything. You choose to do this.
Alright, so you remember the beginning the beginning boss?
He's back.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
He's no longer back.
Yeah, he's gone.
Now you
He's,
continue to construct the triangle.
Yep, only one triangle left.
Geometry acquired.
Yo.
Ugh.
I do love that that's just the entire game. It's just you fight a lot of shit to make a triangle. That's it. That's your
Listen, dude, a triangle is a pretty important shape. Nature's strongest shape, even. Actually, I just realized something. I'm gonna go back into Dungeon 7. There's something I didn't get while I was in there. Huh. In Dungeon 5, there's a bomb upgrade. Then there was that episode where they used charcoal instead of fucking propane, and he fucking lost his goddamn mind.
You never get between a man and his propane grill.
Alright, we're going into Dungeon 8, Strawberry time. Squish.
No.
Here you go, Cupcake.
I'm pain.
Wow, I took one left. Hey, look, it's the boss from the 3rd dungeon.
No, he's here. Good to see him again.
Did they just like try to do like a boss rush? or
No,
something?
no. It's just that they're here. That's all. It's not like they never really boss rush you in this game. They do have
Okay.
other bosses show up a bunch. It's just it's never like all of them together here to fuck your day up,
Ah.
you know?
It's just you're at a point now where a boss from like 4 dungeons ago can now be considered as like a regular enemy.
Honestly, sometimes from like 2 dungeons ago and buffed. Like, when are you an Owie? What? Are you Owie Cat's friend? Because this is a weird joke I'm not familiar with.
Well, you said you were marrying her,
I said I was marrying Miss Peachy Keen, thank you.
Oh, okay.
You think that Hank Hill would become a warlord if the Earth lost all propane? No, I think he would die sad. All right, so Cupcake, that magic book I just got,
Yeah.
it adds 1 magical power to my staff.
Whoa. The
Watch
wizard staff is more
as
powerful.
I now create
Oh!
fire. Nobody paid for this
Fire.
chili gamer. This isn't Big Bit Day, and nobody's second place at 5,000 bits. This was my choice. But yeah, now the staff produces fire.
Create fire.
Yes. Meaning,
It
technically
creates
speaking, the
Wi-Fi
candle is
signal.
kind of less useful unless you're trying to get through objects. It's not a bad thing innately, it's just, you know, unless you're trying to, like, burn a bush down, the red candle is not nearly as useful as it could have been.
Oh, what's that? I think I hear a train coming.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I am upset.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I hear a train is coming?
I
Well,
am
Chili
so-
Gamer thinks that
Choo-choo!
we heard a train.
I am sad.
I'm sorry, Cupcake, but it is his fate.
I wish it wasn't. I am upset.
I told my mom my financial plan for getting a new 3D printer, and she's like, that's a fucking great idea. And I'm like, is that the first time my mom's ever said I've had a good idea? Spoiler, probably.
It's taken 28 years for your mum to be supportive of your endeavors.
I gotta be honest with you, I'm surprised even after 28 years.
And that endeavor is, I want to print a frog with a huge ass, but in better quality.
If we're being fair, that's not what she's supporting. She's supporting me wanting to make enough money from selling prints to buy a printer so it's financially soluble and not me spending $1,000 out of my savings.
Right.
What she's supporting
I mean,
is financial fucking solvency. She's not supporting Frog with Big Dumpy.
She's supporting you with selling Frog with Big Dumpy so that you can print better Frog with Big Dumpy.
Yes. Also, bunny cap time again.
I
Cool.
mean, that was my parents' first fucking reaction to when I told them I got a 3D printer. They're like, "Oh, you could like, I've heard of those. You could sell the things you make with that." I'm
And
like,
then you
"Yes,
printed
I
a frog
could."
with a giant ass. Yeah, I also disappoint my parents, Mundy. Don't worry.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty good.
I've basically acknowledged that there's no way that my parents are genuinely proud of me in any particular fashion, and I realized something. I don't need them to be.
Huh. Because
Well-
you've got big dumpy Fred.
Well, yeah, I've got Big Dumpy Fred, but what I mean is that, like, I'm not, like, praying for their approval to be happy. Like, yeah, I'm a failure in one way or another, probably, but it's like, I'm having fun, I'm doing what I like doing, I make enough money to live off of it, like, I don't fucking care, dude.
Yeah, that's fun.
You people should, when mailing becomes, oh my lord! When mailing becomes an option again, you guys should definitely, though, look into, buying Dumpy Freds from Swordbro, so I can buy a larger printer. Also, Monday, when I do my repair work on my current printer, I think I have to have it on preheat, which is not something I'm excited about.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably just to free up any filament that may have gotten lodged in it.
That's exactly why. Hey, Cupcake, look, it's the enemy that probably should have been the boss of Dungeon 6. Not the kill it in one hit version.
He's just angry crab with a big eye.
He's a spider, thank you.
He looks like a crab.
I mean, he is probably more of a crab, let's be fair.
Look, I think I am the only one who has any liberty to say that this is a fucking crab. He has 6 legs. Get real.
Why are you at liberty to shit on that, but nobody
He's
else?
Australian.
What does
I'm
that have to do
Australian,
with
you dummy.
anything?
I live in Spiderland.
So what you're saying is that you're stupid. Okay. Also, Spider-Land, more like Spider-Man. You get what I'm saying? It's a reference to a character.
Oh.
How much would it be for a custom print when the time comes? Depends on what you want, if I think I can do it, how long it would be in the printer, and, what?
Shelly just sent me a fucking... It's like a conversation. I don't know why you added me. You're a duck, I'm a human. Our love is forbidden. Quack. Shh. Don't make this any harder than it needs to be.
It's true. It's you.
Oh, did I mention, by the way, we're growing ducks?
Oh, did the ducks give birth?
Yeah, so we ended up getting like a cheap incubator because we're like, why not? It's fun. And we
You're
put some eggs in it.
scientifically growing ducks.
Yeah, in an incubator.
Bundy,
It's fun.
man was not meant to play God.
But man was also meant to have ducks.
Was he?
I don't know, was I?
Oh, custom print of Demon of Song. Well, if you can find me a model of the Demon of Song that can be printed in a 3D printer, like an STL file or a .obj file, we can look at how big you want it to be. We can look at what color you want it printed in, how much infill, if you want it to be extra sturdy, etc. Then we can look at how long that'll take in the printer and how much filament it'll use, and that would essentially be how we calculate out the price.
I just looked up what Demon of Song is.
He's
and
the
I
big old
forgot
frog
about
with
that.
the creepy human head.
Yeah.
Inside.
No, I forgot about that. And
That's probably
that's
one of my top 3 favorite Dark Souls 2 bosses, even though the fight sucks. Because I just love the designs. Oh, Cupcake!
What?
Bunny cap room.
Oh, the bunny cats. I love their little glitchy textures.
They're good boys. They're trying. You can tell.
They're doing their best.
I almost missed that fairy, so I shot it with an arrow so I could have it. We getting Sword of Duck? Do not get me anything living except for like a plant, please, ever, because I genuinely cannot be trusted with that responsibility.
No, don't get Sword of Duck. He can live that fantasy through me. You get me a duck, I've got plenty of room at my place.
Mundy, I have a question for you. How do you afford all of your pets when you don't have a job? That's not meant to be mean. I'm actually curious.
Well, I'm sure we can all figure that one out for ourselves.
No, I don't. What?
It's pretty straightforward. So come on.
How you afford pet? Is it because you're stealing them from the park?
Ah, you're catching on. You got it.
We did it! Dungeon 8 is done. I could technically get the other treasure, which is infinite keys, which I actually am going to come back in here to get. It's just, I want to finish the thing. But yeah, Desposito, you find me a file of the Demon of Song, well, I can take a look at it in Flash print or whatever and see what's up. Is it Mundy's job to draw not safe for work art for Twitter users? It's not really a job when people don't pay him that often.
It's not really a job when no one cares.
Speaking of, remember guys, you guys can commission him too. And the reason I'm shilling commissioning Mundy is you can also commission him to draw dumb bullshit involving the stream, and he'll understand the context to be able to do that, and he can't say no. Mundy's a part of the show. He can't say no to that.
I can't find any STL files on the Demon of Song, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'll look around later on tonight or something.
Well, there's none on Thingiverse and there's none on Cult Street Days, so... That's a shame. That's interesting. I would have figured that someone would have made one.
Honestly, Dark Souls 2 is the much less popular game between the two. I would not be surprised if no one ever did that.
Which is funny, because I thought that Dark Souls 2 runs the best out of them all.
Dark Souls 2 is my favorite narratively, even though gameplay-wise, my favorite is 3. the thing is, nobody wanted a strong narrative with an actual focus when it came to Dark Souls 3. Everybody wanted
Yeah,
more
they just wanted
vague
Dark Souls
nonsense like they got in Dark Souls 1, which, well, good isn't the only fucking way to tell a story, you know?
Yeah.
Dark Souls 2 has a lot
Also,
more
I really like.
actual, like, established plot, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, I really like the song from Majula, which really pisses me off because Scott John uses it all the fucking time.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you watch Dark Souls streamers, you know?
Yeah.
But yes, the song
I
from
just like the
Majula
song
is very
really
good. Honestly, I think DS2 is a perfectly fine game. I don't think it's the best Souls game in terms of execution, but
Oh no.
no, I still think that even though Dark Souls 3 has an absolutely garbage plot that ruins the other two games really, really good, it really, all on its own, it just decides, nah, you're not allowed to like any of these anymore. And it's like, oh no. Because the pointlessness angle is no longer fun when it's all you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if it's... Why
there's
are
that
you
one,
back again?
There's that one Dark Souls 2 animation that I love. What was it called again?
Boo?
Happy Souls. I don't know if you've ever watched it.
I
It's
have.
fucking hilarious.
Oh, good. More Goma.
Happy
That's
Souls.
what I wanted. More spider.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot Gomas were a thing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm actually gonna die.
Oh, that's interesting. I thought you were at a point where dying is basically impossible now.
4 turrets in the room and the boss is doing reasonable damage.
Can you not remove the turrets?
Nope. Those are just there. I'm actually gonna leave the dungeon and go heal up and I'll come back. Now I know exactly where I'm going and I got the map, so who cares, you know?
Yeah.
Also, yeah, guys, hey, don't forget, we also just got new merchant. Speaking of Mundy's art, we got the Swordinger and the Swordinger, but it's also a blanket, which is a Sword Bro piece of art based on the Messenger. Think about it. Unironically, think about it. Think about it!
Someone buy me one and send it to me, so I won't do it.
I'm not... I literally am not paying the price it would take to send something to Australia. Listen, your government doesn't care about mail, and neither do I.
Oh, they care about mail, but they care for the wrong reasons.
Like, I'm not involving myself in what your government considers its mailing system.
They would see the Swordinger blanket on the parcel and be like, does it have drugs in it? And
I
then
mean, if
would
we're
never
being
get it.
fair, anybody who'd write the words the Swordinger blanket probably is doing drugs.
Maybe.
They probably have a very extensive stash of cocaine.
That is probably correct.
See, I told you. Mundy just doesn't think outside the box, guys. I'm sorry about him.
I live a very sheltered life.
Ah, sheltered with ducks.
I wish my ducks were here.
I can just sit back and I forgot I'm using a controller. I can literally just sit back in my chair.
It's a good fucking feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me scoot my keyboard even further back and just... Well, that wasn't what I wanted, but... I'm just gonna pull my phone forward and just put it right here. There we go. Now it's time for Sword Bro to get a little tucked in, you know what I'm saying? Comfy hours.
Ooh.
But no, man, dying is a real possibility, especially in the final dungeon.
Okay.
I mean, that was level 8 out of 9, like... I wasn't super far off from, like, the end of the game.
Yeah. No, I figured it would be tough. It's just, you got basically everything now.
Yeah.
I figured it would just.
But I also just marathoned that dungeon twice in a row, if you noticed. Since I was, trying to go back for the other treasure. I also don't have a potion on me. That's kind of the big thing. Normally I have a red potion on me, which basically means, haha, dying? What's that?
Yeah, no. I'm also used to fucking Ocarina of Time, which seems difficult at first, every now and again, but like once you've beaten the game like 10 fucking times, you know everything about it, essentially.
Also, these, like, I've already lost half of my health in a room full of the blue dark nuts.
Oh yeah.
This place.
Oh yeah, Dark Nuts. That's their fucking name.
Dark nuts, something like that. Either way, I hate these enemies, and they are a fucking bane on my life. Cupcake!
Whoa.
You can only attack them from the back or side, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why they're the bane of my fucking existence.
That's fair enough.
Also, the mummies as well. Oh my lord. This is why I hate the unfinished texture monsters. I literally can't fucking attack. Oh, well, I win the room. We got the random roll win room item.
Nice.
I love the random roll win room item.
You also got a fairy to go with it.
Yes, I did. I'm still gonna... I still don't think I'm gonna make it to this Goma.
Also,
Oh.
I just realized it's raining really fucking hard outside, so if I randomly leave, it probably means my power went out.
Look, if you just wanted to go, you can just say that!
It's very frequent when I can hear the rain through my headphones. That means at some point my power is going to die.
Fair enough.
Is that just like, is the transformer for your house something just like really?
We live in a
with the weather?
we live in a townhome. The generators and like the transformers here are shit.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And this place doesn't have like backup generators or anything. It is just
Chili Gamer,
we live in pain.
I appreciate your undying desire to post my merch and my wish list. I wish more people looked at those things. Wink.
Ah, shut up.
Buy me stuff, Mundy. Mundy, buy me a Swordinger shirt.
I painted that for you. Fuck off.
What? Buy me one. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it to this Goma. I keep getting way too low on my health bar. I need to just leave and get some money. Then rinse, repeat, and actually get a potion, so when I get fucked up in this dungeon, I don't instantly die.
Why don't you just throw bombs at things?
Goma, is only able to take damage from arrows.
Well, Goma's a bitch.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like that this is what I do with my life, is reference Robot Chicken and beg people to give me bits.
It's the worst fucking thing, isn't it? When you like get something like that in your brain and you're like, what the fuck was that? And then you just...
You realize it was a weird parody show that, like, you really have no business even remembering, because this is gonna be mean to say, but Robot Chicken has no place being remembered by anybody.
No.
Not in the sense that Robot Chicken is that bad, it's just that Robot Chicken is just, that's it. It's just, it just existed.
Yeah. Oh, Garfield is in this.
Oh yeah, there was a, oh my god, because of all the turrets, I can't fucking get in front of Goma when his eye opens to hit him sometimes. Swordbro _ Frost. There we go, 2. Alright, only one more hit. One more hit and we're done with this Goma. Finally. After 3 visits to this dungeon, Goma's finally dead. And bunny caps. One of my favorite things about bunny caps is they're actually very likely to drop money. Right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think I just lost in this room.
You know the worst thing about the hanker for a hunk of my ass thing? It was like, it wasn't even the main bit of that parody. It was like a tacked on
It's like a 1 second joke, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like tacked on to the end of like a it was like a Garfield,
The Garfield
versus,
bit,
like,
yeah,
another
against Heathcliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a
It was like the next
joke.
one, Chester Cheetah versus whatever. He hankered for a hunk of my ass! Also, Corgi, yes, the bombs will work on most enemies. The big spider one is a boss, and that's why he needs his one specific weakness. But yes. Also, smooching dummy thick Freds. Oh, and their brappers. There you go, dummy thick smooches for Fred. This isn't face camping, Bubby Sage. Hey man, if it makes you feel better, it's Friday. I'm allowed to play what I want, goddammit. I'm allowed to be happy!
As Link
If you
spazzes
fork
out.
over enough money, you can make him do it.
It's true. Factually speaking.
Give him money to ruin his weekend.
You know, it's kind of funny, actually. I was thinking about how, I was actually thinking about doing a really ridiculously long stream the other day. And just making it so 3,000 bits makes me change what game I'm playing for about like an hour or two.
Oh yeah.
So someone could give 3,000 bits and be like, haha, Swordbro has to play Dead by Daylight now, or, here's 3,000 bits, Swordbro has to play Mega Man 1 for an hour.
Have to deal with a fucking ice level for half of that.
Listen! I went back and I rewatched that at the 10-minute mark when I go, oh, as I finally get out of that pit, and you go, how long did that take? And I go, shut up, right as I fall off the ledge. Dude, I'm angry that you don't have that file yet.
I asked my girlfriend to download it for me so she could bring it when, I'll make sure that she downloaded it before she comes down, but...
Good, because I really want you to do that. I'm to Penguin of Doom. I'm sorry, I'm just remembering to Penguin of Doom. Alright, we've entered the new song, boys. Oh.
Is this Pain Town?
Listen to the song, you tell me.
It's a jam.
Yeah. This is a whole fucking dungeon, by the way. This is a fucking thing. This first room actually normally tells you no unless you have beaten all 8 other dungeons. It will literally tell you to go home.
Get
Oh,
the
really?
fuck out,
Oh,
you're
okay.
not ready.
Well, that's good at least. Because, you know, the 1980s was such like a fucking cryptic time for video games.
Oh yeah. Well, they didn't really know what to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nobody knew what to do. There were no rules yet. That's the thing.
Yeah. That's it.
That's why I am so apt to forgive games that are old for being the way they are, because it's like, there were no rules yet.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, the NES was kind of the beginning.
It was the beginning of modern video games being, like, more than just what
Well,
the,
I mean,
like, the Atari
games like
killed
fucking-
video games. Let's be fair. Let's just be fair to everybody. The Atari killed video games. I don't care what your personal opinions on that take are. The Atari killed video games.
Yeah, because of fucking...
Because of E.T.
Yeah. Well, not only that, like, the other thing as well, like, games on the Atari were so simple that, like, they didn't really need explanation.
Yeah, they were just what they were. Like, Pong and Asteroids are not complicated.
Yeah, shoot the things that come near you, that's it. It was not until, like, NES, so slightly before NES. I don't know what consoles.
Is
were
this
there.
the final area? Yes. This is the final dungeon.
This is the pain house.
Wait till you see what the fucking map looks like.
Oh god.
It is extent. By the way, if you notice how many fucking blue whiz robes there are,
It's the boys.
I'm just gonna let you know one thing about this game. Nintendo knew how fucking hard blue whiz robes were gonna be. There was an intent behind the blue whiz robe. They knew. There's a reason why there's also likes in almost every room. They want to take your shield away. The game's difficulty has become fuck you. And that's why I'm afraid. Like, this room right here unironically scares the shit out of me.
It's just the boys.
Oh, I didn't know that when they face through walls, they can actually hit you in the entrance like that. Oh my god. I have never had that happen. That scared the shit out of me. Can I go somewhere that's not in here? That would be really great. Thing is, there's nothing that could be dropped in this room that I need. I just need to know if I need to go through this room with a bomb or something. I don't.
Right.
Goodbye. Never coming back. No, but like if you'll notice also, Cupcake, I'm sure you have, no texture enemies are in almost every room too.
Yup.
The game does not like me anymore. It has
You
made
are
its
now in
decision.
hell. You're in hell. Enjoy your stay.
That is unironically what's going on. Oh, fuck! By the way, I've already used one of my tears of potion.
Yup.
There we go.
You're in for a fun ride, aren't you?
No, because I don't remember the walk of, I don't remember the way through this dungeon, so I'm gonna meander around like an R friend for a while. Oh, there's so many likes! If they take your shield unironically with this dungeon, you can do it without it, right? You can. Anybody can. But if they take your shield, it wouldn't be like out of the question to just walk away and come back in a minute, you know?
Get the shield and then, you know, we'll come back later.
Because the shield can block Wizrobe attacks. Oh, fuck, here we go.
Yeah, they really didn't want you to be able to do that, did they?
They didn't want you having a good time, that's for sure. Look at this thing I'm fighting right now. I'm sure Cupcake can tell why this isn't a good time.
This is the fuck you land.
There's only 2 of these or so in the dungeon, but these are a fuck you enemy for sure. The problem is the much harder room just north of this enemy that I have to deal with. Alright. So neither of these are pushable, but here's where the problem comes in. And this is probably where I'm gonna die for the first time. Oh, never mind, thank God. Oh, thank God. Wait. Go to the next room, that should be right. Oh, no, it's to the left. That's not where I actually want to be right now. There is another room.
Oh, that's always fun.
Trying to think of.
Cool.
Where is this? Oh God, chocolate chips! No! Actually, chocolate chips are a very welcome reprieve from this nightmare, you know?
I just love how spastic their ability is. They just go.
Their little movements.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
They go.
Oh look, a room with no value whatsoever, other than to make me sad.
That's how most rooms are.
Oh, thank God! See, the slimes you'll notice early in the game are pretty generous with items, you know?
Mhm.
The reason why that is because they're an enemy that can split if you can kill them without... Why?
He's back.
I don't have another potion right now, so I need to kill this on this try. Also, look at the map. Look at the map of this area.
He's a skull.
It's a... But consider how many rooms the other dungeons have been.
Yeah.
All of the data on the cartridge is this. It gets its own song. They gave it the full gray color palette, probably to save data, if we're being honest. But look at how many rooms they put in it. Also, here it comes. Actually, wait a second. Ha! Ha! I don't have to deal with it! Fuck you!
Also, the whiz robes are really cute.
Oh, I love them. Mundy, draw whiz robes.
The whole I don't know what you would I don't know what you would call it, but it's like the whole VV style of like mage, like
Yeah, they're
the
cute.
blue mage or whatever. Yeah, they're adorable. I just
I want cat burgers as whiz robes now.
I was just up against a pig called Hex Shit Yourself.
Hey, hey, Cupcake, look, I found it. What I was looking
No.
for.
The ring that makes this a little bit more bearable.
Yes, the 1/4 damage ring.
Oh, where you are now red.
Oh
Link
my
is
god.
angry now.
Huh?
Catborg whiz robes. Oh,
is
instead of the
angry.
eyes.
I don't know what you do to make it happen, but make it happen.
Instead of like where the eyes are, you would also draw like the little nose and mouth.
You could. Whatever works for you, I don't know. I'm just being stupid. Welcome back, Axel. I got the red ring. I'm proud of myself. I'm in the final dungeon.
Where's my Dead by Daylight?
Oh, it feels so much more bearable to deal with whiz robes. Cupcake, I'm gonna make poop-um.
Oh, shitting.
Oh, I'm shitting.
Oh, he's got a shit on Strawberry's chest.
No.
Oh, speaking of strawberry, I gotta punch strawberry because Bundy said I had to earlier.
No. Bundy, why?
I'm sorry, I had to.
I don't know about that, Axel. You got
Why?
5,000 bits. Oh, my boys are back. The boys are back.
Small game.
And I'm gonna give them a clap.
Small game monkey. Yeah.
Ooh,
Do that.
small game. You could be running a better perk like Counterforce. Yeah, but Axel, that's for Big Bit Day. This isn't Big Bit Day. You're not second place. You're first place, mister. Let's go this way. Okay. Oh, I forgot about man who says go to the next room. That's actually up north from here. Let me head up there. The thing is, I just have to figure out where I'm going in the dungeon again, and then I'm leaving and I'm gonna go get healed. I have to buy a new potion. I'm out of potion.
You need your medicine from Grandma.
Oh. Apparently, whiz robes are in fucking Breath of the Wild. I didn't even.
Yeah,
know
whiz robes carry on. Sorry,
Yeah,
Axel,
I
that's not how
fucking-
that works, mister.
I fucking hate them in Breath of the Wild.
I actually forget what they're like in Breath of the Wild completely.
They fly and they just shoot shit at you all the time. It's really obnoxious.
That sounds annoying. I wish I remembered them. So we had key doors on all sides. This is why I wanted to get the skeleton key from the 8th dungeon, because I knew that this was gonna happen. Because you can beat the game without that. It's just spoiler alert. I don't want to. That's my thing. I don't want to not like, get everything. Like, I have no desire to not get everything. You know?
You come this far, you may as well.
We'll see also how much time is left in stream before well, when I beat this. You know?
Speaking of time, I might have to go
Why?
soon. Because I'm getting woken up early.
Oh, not you.
early.
Sorry, no,
No.
not you. This.
Yeah, now I see it, and it's a painful experience for you.
It is.
Yeah, no, my grandma wants to take us out to eat somewhere tomorrow, and it's like an
Oh,
hour
go ahead.
drive.
Go to bed.
Yeah,
I see how it is. You hate
Okay.
nostalgia. I get it.
that's not it. It's that I gotta wake up early. Because
hear
we
that,
have an
everybody?
hour drive to a restaurant.
Cupcake thinks that Sword Bro. I was trying to think of something awful to say, but I decided just to opt out of that.
Listen, I know that Sword Bro likes to shit.
You know what? You know enough.
I know all that needs to be known. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.
That's all
Good
you
night.
need to know.
Good night, Cupcake.
Bye-bye.
You ever rip a fart and then the moment you do, you can smell it and the nightmare begins?
You ever rip a fart real hard that your asshole hurts and then the real nightmare begins after that?
I did that once and then I farted again. It was awful.
It stings and then you're like, yeah, let's do it again.
Remember that thing that people, that happened on Skype a long time ago? No! I wanted the fairy so bad I lost my shield over it.
Oh.
And I didn't get it, by the way. It didn't even come up. Like, it didn't give it to me.
Oh.
Meaning all I did was lose my shield for nothing, and I had to go buy a new one.
Nice.
And I had to buy a new potion. Yeah, Axel, I've been there. Patra has the map. Oh! That's the name of that enemy. The flying bug enemy. I forgot they're called
yeah.
Patras. Which is adorable to me, personally, but, dude, I lost my good shield, and I gained nothing in return.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm living, you know how it is.
Ever take a shit so big it takes an hour to push out of it?
It rips your asshole apart and you bleed a little bit for a while, yeah.
I used to have that problem.
Axel just makes big poo-poos, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, hey, Mundy, you're gonna be in charge while it
Yep.
plays this same song the entire time I'm gone. I gotta be right back. I gotta go make an
Okay.
Axel.
Oh no.
Oh, it's time to bleed, or is it time to
It's-
seed?
It's time to crack apart
I'm
the
sorry, any of
Howdy.
Who are you?
I am Legion, because I am everyone.
Ah, pooping. Dude, I can't believe I fucking lost my shield after so long. I've had it for all my dungeons.
Have you tried getting good?
No.
Everyone knows Legend of Zelda is the original one.
Everything's the original Dark Souls. So, I was gonna come in here, and make a certain joke. You'll have to give me a second to Google it, though.
He's googling.
I'm Googling...
Also, Owl Pocket.
I'll get there. What was it? So, here's my question for anybody in the audience. You ever shit yourself, but, you go to take a look at it, it looks like somebody tried to mix sap green and Van Dyke brown, but they haven't fucking, they haven't told you what it's for yet, and they haven't really blended the colors. Very Bob Ross type mixture, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Yep.
He's never blended with all the colors of the shit. You see, that's painting with all the colors of the wind, but with your ass wind, you see? Like farting, but ass wind. I need to go to jail. I'd like to point that out to anyone who's listening.
So when you got knocked back from the Wizrobe touching you, it went with you?
It is.
Yes. Yes, it did.
Scary.
It's like he grabbed you and threw you and just went along for the ride.
He threw you, but he held on. Eehoo. So I'm just trying to get a feel for this dungeon again, because I really don't remember which way I'm supposed to be going. You know that feel?
I think you need to be going the way in the dungeon to get another potion.
You mean leaving?
Yeah.
We'll get there. I don't remember the way out from where I am. That's kind of the problem, you know?
Wow, they're being real frugal with those heart drops.
And I'm out of bombs. So, Eehoo, I can only go back.
Fuck you, I guess.
I mean, if we're being fair, I only just bought one of the bomb upgrades that are available in the game, and I wasn't exactly being very... I wasn't being very stingy with them, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's on me, too. Like, I'm not trying to say there's no responsibility that's mine for this nightmare. There's plenty. I love the aesthetic of the blue Wizrobes just kind of flying over the fucking... Oh god, okay. Yeah, I know where I'm trying to go. It's just a matter of... I'm more trying
I want to point out, when you step off of those white panels, you stop existing.
What do you mean off of those white panels?
In that one room you were just in?
Oh, because I'm red?
Yep, because I have, special eyes.
Yeah. Hello, dead
It's like-
predator. I'm pooping. Are you
Yeah,
pooping?
right- Yeah, right there? No, you don't exist.
Fair enough.
Pooping.
Boo-boo?
Boo-boo.
Alright, we got light
Okay.
likes.
Speaking of Castlevania, Castlevania has always had some of the best soundtracks, in my opinion.
I am at severe risk of murder.
Castlevania is pretty good though.
I'm suffering
Actually-
very much from easy to kill disease. Do you wipe? Who the fuck does that? Okay, let's take the staircase and head back to where we came from. We're gonna get out of the dungeon, we're gonna buy ourselves a new shield, we'll buy ourselves a potion, and we'll come back in, and we'll... Oh! I accidentally spawned into a room full of Wizrobes.
Oh no.
Kinda concerning. Goodbye. That's my favorite, just telling the fucking Wizrobes to fuck off. So Mundy, why aren't you drawing Sword Bro fighting Wizrobes?
I don't know. Because I haven't. I'm sorry.
Mundy, think about it like this. This could be new merch. Come on, Mundy. Look for opportunity.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
Only if we don't make them legally distinct. Oh, so I found my way out. We're out. I'm trying to remember the actual critical path to this dungeon. This is gonna take me a while to get right. Alright, we're in Like Town now. I should just Google a map.
Nah.
I have 6 DMs on Discord. No! Oh, never mind. I got it off fast enough that I kept my shield. Oh my god. That scared me. Who the fuck has been DMing me? 3 from Cactus, 3 from Moth. All of Moths are stupid, except for that one. Yo, since Disney owns Marvel and Fox, when do we get Captain America and Homer Simpson in Kingdom Hearts? 4 or 5? Kingdom Hearts Unbroken Box of Donuts. Thoughts? This is what Cactus says to me in my spare time. This is what Cactus, the man himself, says to me.
Answer him.
No.
I believe it. Also, speaking of the Magical Kingdom owning Marvel and Fox, we actually might get a good Fantastic Four movie.
Please.
If I'm being honest with you, we already have a good Fantastic Four movie. Though the one that was made to maintain the rights, it's actually kind of okay. It's about the best you're gonna get.
The recent one was awful.
No, I'm talking about the one that was made to maintain rights a long time ago. It was literally like it was a movie never meant to be released. If you look it up, you'll find it.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the name of the guy who made it. It was really, really funny though. Because the movie was just never intended to be released. It was just made to be, hey, we made a product.
We technically made something, so don't take the rights from us, please. Basically. I nearly walked out of the, actually, no, I did walk out of the last Fantastic Four movie they made. Because they're like, oh, it's Dr. Doom, look at him, he's all big and brooding, and then they just push him, and he dies.
Welcome. Alright, so we got the compass. Which is good, let's be honest.
Compass is alright.
Compass is my friend.
A decent item.
I mean, if we're being fair, I need to know where the boss is, you know?
What the fuck is that? It's like a glass. I got a glass with my McDonald's yesterday, and it fucking... The whole gimmick of it is that it doesn't spill because it's like constantly tipping over. I don't understand.
McDonald's has acknowledged you.
Thank you, McDonald's. Thank Macca's.
Don't ever call them that again.
Well, Macca's.
Yes.
I'm going to exclusively call them that now.
Why is it called that in India?
It's Macca's. It's where you go to get a burger.
Yes, but why?
I think this man doesn't want a tropical Whopper.
Tropical Whopper actually sounds pretty good. I'm assuming it's a hamburger, but with like a slice of pineapple on it as well.
Yeah, it's just a typical Whopper.
Is there a staircase on the top floor of the dungeon that takes you to the boss? Look, Dim Sum, I feel mean saying this, but I have a general idea of where most things are. I promise. Let me flounder and fail, you bitch. But also thank you.
Because he just wants to help.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not actually making fun of him or being mean. I mean, he's a bitch. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Dim Sum equal big bitch, but.
But you know what? You know what? He's a bitch that's here.
He's a bitch that's here, and he's a bitch that cares. You know what? To me, ain't nothing better than a bitch who cares.
He's a bitch in my heart.
Yeah, he's the bitch in my heart. I like that this is what we're doing on stream, is just calling Dim Sum a bitch.
I mean, to be fair, we're all kind of a bitch, so...
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, bud. Special rolls are if you actually give me some fucking money. Which it doesn't look like you've ever given me biddies, so, nope.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Now Axel has
Do
to
it.
give biddies for you. Look at what you've done to
No.
Axel.
No, you see, if I'm giving biddies, it's because it's for me.
I mean, yeah. There's a way out of this room. There we go.
I mean, yes, there is a way out of the room.
I meant other than the way I came in. There had to be another way. I wasn't sure which way to bomb, essentially.
Alright.
Dude, I fucking hate these, like, the unfinished texture skulls. I hate them so much you cannot fucking understand. I don't know if they have an appearance in other games, because I don't remember what the fuck
Yes.
they're called.
Oh, the bubbles? Is that what you're talking about? Do they float?
Mundy, it's a 2D game. I don't know.
Are they just a skull that's like on fire?
Yes.
Yep, that's a bubble. And they, I can't remember what they do. I know in Majora's Mask they curse you if they hit you, so you can't pull your sword out.
Yeah, that's literally what these do here. Yep. Same enemy.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I don't have the silver arrow yet. I'm not supposed to be here.
Where's the silver arrow?
Top left corner of the dungeon. I made a wrong turn somewhere. This is always the part that's a sticking point for me, is how fucking long Dungeon 9 takes me. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the dungeon being the hard dungeon, you know? But damn,
Yeah.
does it take forever.
I mean, this is what you get, I guess.
Yeah. I think I know what I'm doing right now. I think I know what I'm doing from where I am. So I had to go right and then up, take that room to the left, go downstairs, come upstairs, make some lefts, and then I should be able to go into an area that'll give me the silver arrow. I think. I think if my calculations are correct, we should be on the right path again.
Okay, but how good are you at math?
I had to take algebra 4 times in high school and actually never passed it once.
Okay, so questionable at best. Got it.
Algebra's not even real math.
Oh, it's okay. I got kicked out of my high school, sent to a remedial one because I dropped the school's math at 3 points by myself.
You're a good lad. You're doing your best.
Oh, you should have seen my final grade for that semester in math.
My teacher basically faked my grade, I'm pretty sure, and just pushed me through. Because my big... You know how math is so heavy on making you do homework and shit?
Yeah.
How that's like 90% of the coursework is just, dude, homework, Lamau? Yeah, I was the student who didn't do homework. I could ace
Same.
tests in almost
Same.
everything. Yeah, like I could ace tests in almost everything. But the moment that it came down to homework, I was like, haha, you PlayStation.
I mean, that was basically it, wasn't it? Because I want to play video games.
Oh, it's okay. Everything the French invented that wasn't food is terrible. Like homework.
What an extremely specific thing to say, though. It's okay that you didn't like to do things. Everything the French invented is awful. It's like, what?
It's true. Homework was invented by a French teacher as a form of punishment.
I mean, okay, but also...
Well, see, now you learned something today. Congratulations, everyone. You're now smarter.
I found the silver arrows! I found them! I found them! Found them! Found them! Found them, boys! Found them! Found them! Found them, boys! Found them! Found them! Now we just gotta go through the dungeon the way we went through it a minute ago, back to where we got to Ganon, and then I can win the game. This is a playthrough where I have not died once yet, by the way.
You shouldn't have said anything.
Oh no, I'm fine with that. I'm just saying this is probably the furthest I've ever gone without dying. Like, I had to pussy out a few times, don't get me wrong. It's just that I'd rather have pussied out than died, you know?
It'd be nice if these enemies would drop some hearts, you know what
They're
I
not
mean?
gonna do that. I am gonna have to use a potion. Like, probably both to beat Ganon. Ganon's boss fight is particularly frustrating because he's invisible for most of it. He spawns at a place, fires a blast, there's an extremely small window of time to hit him while he is invisible, and if you can do that 3 times, he freezes and then you hit him with a single silver arrow and he dies instantly. You're welcome. That is unironically real, by the way. That is actually pretty much how you
Way
fight
to
him.
spoil it for me.
What, have you never seen the end of this game?
No.
Honestly, don't blame me. Most people don't like this one. This and Breath of the Wild are pretty much my favorites because Breath of the Wild is very similar to this in a sense. It's just the go and do whatever game. Sadly, it didn't get 9 really fucking hot dungeons, so it's actually worse, but... Tell me, do I seem like the kind of guy where a game was gonna beat one of my nostalgic treasures? This is Zelda where Zelda shits himself. If Zelda was a girl, yes. Alright, I'm here.
I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent on the first game.
Most people
I just-
either don't like it or are indifferent.
I don't know, just when it comes to like the 2D Zelda games, I just never really liked them that much.
Oh, for me, they're basically like the peak of the series. At the same time, Ocarina of Time is in my top 3, so it's like, whatever. I just like good games. Alright, here we go.
Yeah.
I really don't want to do this.
Do it.
Also, look at him, he's a big blue piggies.
Pigu.
Well, that wasn't very hard now, was it? Yeah, that's the end of Ganon. The actual difficulty of Dungeon 9 is entirely in the getting to the
to him.
boss. And if we're being fair, tell me that's not how it is for every dungeon. I'm serious. Like, think back on the dungeon bosses. Like, Dodongo, we literally put a bomb in front of him and he instantly died. Fucking... that one whose name I'm not gonna say out loud. We play a whistle and then we stab him twice and he dies. Goma, you shoot him in the eye once and he dies. The dragon was the only tough one, and even then, 3-4 hits and the heads would fall off. Like, none of the difficulty of this game was the boss fights themselves. It was literally all in the layout and the dungeon crawling. So there you go.
I'll be back in a moment.
Also, Zelda is wearing the same colored dress as whatever you're wearing at the time. So if you're wearing red, she's wearing red. If you're wearing the white tunic, she's wearing white. If you're wearing the normal green, she's in green, I believe. I've never done it with green, so I'm assuming.
Neat.
Thanks, Link. You're the hero of Hyrule. Oh, God. That flashing for just a second. Holy shit.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
God, I forgot old games did shit like that.
Mm.
You alright, bud?
There's a migraine.
You'll be fine. Whew. That actually hurt my eyes. Imagine that on an old TV, by the way.
No, I'm good.
Another quest will start from here. Press the start button. And there we go. Sword with the one sword. We have now finished The Legend of Zelda. There you go, boys. We did it. We beat
Yeah.
the very first Legend of Zelda on stream because I have nothing going on in my life of any real interest or value.